Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock to my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? It's so buzzy hearing your own voice.
That is quite weird.
Do you know what it's good for? Because quite often because I'm a mouth breather.
Yeah, me too.
And I just hear myself often going,
You know I am, because when I voice message you when I'm walking, it's like,
oh, that's,
hi.
I might just sit down, stop voice clipping.
Yeah.
You know better.
Yeah.
I can't walk and clip.
Yeah.
I'm not a walking clipper.
No.
I'm a sit and clip.
I'm a sitting voice message. So if anyone who's listening to this, whoever you are,
We haven't started yet.
we have now.
Oh,
We started now. We're away.
after the rap.
During the rap.
Ooh, that was during the rapping.
Yeah. Do you want to credit the song though?
Do we? Oh, we got to do all that shit, eh?
No, just nice too.
That was Notorious B.I.G.
There you go.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Yeah, but not
That's
sounds
what he was
so.
after they shot him.
Wow.
Whoa.
Too soon?
Well, I didn't load the gun or anything.
Wow, this is I wonder what. So for our frequent listeners,
Yeah.
I wonder right now if they're thinking, oh my god,
The audio.
they sound far more sexier than usual.
Yeah, good audio.
Things got real sexy like.
Yeah. Deep voices.
So deep. So deep, put that ass to sleep. I think we're going to be distracted a lot because this is so much fun.
Do you know, one of the things when I was doing research about this was I read an article about podcasting, and they say, and I was like, well, maybe I only need one set of headphones for me to check the levels. But they said, no, everyone should be able to hear themselves and everything else, because when you can hear yourself, like reverberating back, you tend to not talk over other people.
This is strange because we usually, there's the microphone in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have to scream at it sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it being this quiet. We are talking really quietly.
Yeah.
I think we should really give people some context as what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. So for a long time, we've been promising that we'll get better audio.
Yep. And before you jump, the podcast has just leveled up, baby.
Yeah. We jumped a right.
Oh, we should line up a. That's right. Before you jump, just leveled up. Yeah, we've got, sound. Let's tell them what the fuck's good.
Okay.
People's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
So I got permission from my beautiful wife to spend some fucking cash.
Cash money, baby.
I've invested in this podcast. Well, we've invested in this podcast. And I'll send you the bill later.
Yeah, you better.
So I went out and I bought, and so what we always recorded on was a Zoom H2N.
For people who don't know what the fuck that is,
Just Google it.
It's basically like the size of a small Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
And it used to sit in the middle of the table, and sometimes we'll walk around the room and we're just like talking.
Yeah.
But that's all we've had.
Yeah. So, and don't get me wrong, like the H2N is a really cool device. It's got 5 mics built into it.
It did the job well and truly.
It's really good. In fact, I just remembered because I was clearing it off, like all the files off. And I remembered, I recorded like my grandfather's service on it. Like that's what it's really good.
Was it all saved on there?
Yeah. Like it was all on there.
Because when you look at the size of it, it punched well above its weight.
It's a cool device.
Yeah.
And what's cool about that device as well that I never got around to doing was if you wanted to do like recordings, like just one person, it is a mic. Do you know what I mean? So you could just plug it into your computer and use it. And real versatile. It was a speaker and everything.
But right now, we have real microphones.
Yeah.
We've got one each. Sitting here with headphones on.
Yeah.
And a motherfucking sound pad.
Yeah. So I went out and I bought a new device. It's still made by Zoom because I love the brand. I've converted. I'm a Zoom guy now.
This is keep plugging Zoom. You never know.
You never know who's listening. Yeah. So what we bought is a new Zoom PodTrack P4.
Is that what that thing's
That's
called?
what this is called. It's made for podcasting.
Yeah.
So it's not cheap. It's about $350, but it can take 4 external mics, so we can have 4 people on at a time. And I figured, well, if we have more than that, we can just go back to the Zoom H2. Do you know what I mean? And just pick up everyone. So that's really cool.
Because this is the microphone I got. This is mine. That's yours.
Yeah, and I've got 2 more over here.
Because one thing that I'm got to get used to real quick is you have to speak real closely to the microphone. Now, if we've got more than 4 people, and sharing mics is not an option because there'll be cheek to cheek stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm too much of a straight male to be going cheek.
Me too.
You know.
So we got 4.
I like the way you say, "Oh, me too."
Yeah. I would make an exception for a few people. But,
Your daughter's headphones look beautiful on you, by the way.
These are my wife's.
Are they pink?
They're really pink. Yeah.
They are fucking
I
pink.
bought them for her, so I thought I'd wear them. But now, this is the cool thing about this device. 4 inputs, 4 headphone inputs, so 4 people can listen. It is got sound effects like...
Oh, bring back the banjo.
Right, I'm going to fade that out because it actually plays the whole song.
Yeah, because people would notice the last episode we had, it was a different song. I had a few people hit me up and they missed the banjo.
Yeah.
Because there was some sort of
There's some sort of thing that came up.
We're just going to break the rules and go back to that until we get
a cease and desist. And then I will cease and desist. But until then,
banjo up.
Banjo it up. We got four different sounds as we've heard. We've already had the laughter, the clapping. We've got, and of course, as all comedians need. So we've got sound effects.
The laughter. I mean, you and I are just so used to laughter because we just split sides when we're on stage.
We just create our own laughter.
Yeah. It might be all in my head actually.
Now the thing I love about this the most, that's going to revolutionise this podcast forever. But I haven't told you this yet. But when I do, you're going to flip out.
Yeah.
It's a transformer. No.
Ooh.
No. If I get my phone and I plug my phone into it, we can receive phone calls.
So people can dial in.
People can actually dial into the show live. So we can plug it in. They can either Skype us, Zoom us, phone us, whatever. Messenger. They can call us on Messenger.
Is that right?
And we can... it'll all be recorded with our tracks. So everything comes through.
So it's
perfectly.
like to the... Wow. Because I'm only finding about all of this today.
Yeah.
Because when I I had my usual, had a few days in bed, not well, and then today, because you're like, lucky dude, I was going to give it one more day and I was calling your mum.
Yeah, like today, because I haven't heard from you, so I'm always like, right, I'll give him 5 days. And if I haven't heard from him in 5 days, I'm messaging
5 days,
Auntie to be like, is Kels okay? Like, not to be like, sort him out, just to be like, is he okay? Do you know what I mean? And so today was like doomsday for that message.
Yeah.
And then you message me in the morning, you're like, I'm alive. And I'm like, yes.
You're like, I got shit to tell you. I'm like, well.
Yeah.
And then what you started telling me, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. And this literally arrived today.
Wasn't it mid conversation? Like, because you're telling me, and it just arrived.
Yeah. It literally had arrived. Well, just after I told you, there was a knock on the door. And I'm like, here it is. So I also bought some mics. Now, the thing is, the mics were... Because this was so pricey, right? The mics were literally the cheapest on the market. They were $7.50 each. So they're not the greatest.
Wait, these microphones are $7.50, but that little steel pad was $350.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's how good this pad is. It makes these shit mics sound good. So I had to buy some mics and I had to buy some plugs to convert the mics over to the right plugs.
Before we go any further,
Yeah.
Have you guys bought a new washing machine yet?
No.
So this came before the washing machine.
Yeah.
How'd you get that past Jen?
So what happened was I was sitting there. So I'm not kidding you, for like weeks, months, I've been researching what gear to buy. on like a super tight budget. And I went on to all these websites like, what podcast gear is good? Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, how to get into podcasting for less than $200 sort of thing. But all of that was in US dollars. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, oh, buy this and these mics and da da da, and it'll only cost you like $250. It's only $50 above the budget. But blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but when I buy them, it'll be $1,000 because we live on an island. So so anyway, we're doing this research, and so my sister-in-law's husband, or my extended brother-in-law, if you will, is actually an audio engineer. He works for one of the biggest theatres in Auckland, like Bruce Mason, which is a biggie. And he's one of the it's like the dude's a genius. He was in the Navy as an audio engineer and also a band. He was in the Navy band. And I give him shit. I'm like, so you weren't in the real Navy? And he's like, no, I was in the Navy. I was like, not really.
Yeah, you're in the cabaret.
Yeah. But anyway, so Jen was like, do you want me to ask Lindsay? And I was like, yeah, man, ask Lindsay. He'll know. And Lindsay came back and he recommended a few things which were like really expensive. And we're like, we can't really afford that. And then I found this and I'm like, holy shit, this does everything I want. So I reached out to Morgan, our mate, and I'm like, what do you think of this device and this device? And it was two different things. And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, what do you think of this? And he's like, that's the one. And so I'm like, sweet. And then I'm like, okay. And I told Jen, I was like, I think I found what I want, but it's way above what I wanted. Because I was thinking like $100. And I was looking on like AliExpress and shit. And then she's like, well, why don't you just get it? And I'm like, because it's
Jen?
like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, why don't I just go haul myself out to pay for it too? You know what I mean?
Oh, that'll take months.
Thanks, man. I only needed one blind check. I was like, 500.
No, not blind because their hands do the seeing.
No, tie her up.
Oh,
I was going to sleep with her. I was going to rob her.
Grand Theft Auto 5 styles.
Yeah. So for a few weeks, you see like blind woman tied and robbed.
Oh, hey, there's a blood stain on your shirt. Like,
yeah. I didn't make the bitch bleed. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. So Jen was like, if you can find it so we can put it on Afterpay, we could just get it.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
Yeah, and so I found it on Rubber Monkey on special.
Rubber Monkey?
Yeah, Rubber Monkey, which was on special.
Never
but
heard
they
of
don't
Rubber
do.
Monkey.
You can't Afterpay stuff on Rubber Monkey if it's on special. You have to pay the whole price. And so I'm like, that's shitty. She's like, well, I found it for $20 more, and I can Genoa pay it over 10 payments. And I'm like,
Genoa pays over 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's so many of these motherfuckers now.
I know. So then we did that, and then I found another place that did mics for $7.50, and the plug I needed. The mics came with a cable, but the cable didn't fit this, so they sell these for $6.50. So it was $60 all up.
Does this thing here make the microphones better than what they are? You know what I mean? Like,
it probably helps. But the problem with these mics, which the listeners might... So what I've done is I've ad-libbed some mic holders, because with these mics, if you touch them, you get a lot of...
What's your microphone sitting at? Is it a...
It's a giant Jurassic Park cub.
Trust you to have...
It says T-Rex.
Because that's your favourite movie of all time.
Jurassic Park? Yeah.
It would be, right?
It's in the top three. I mean, when I say the top three, I mean, I don't rank those top three 1, 2, 3. They're just the
you
three
can't.
best.
This is too hard.
Yeah. It's in the top 5 of all best equal.
Because it's just buzzy talking and hearing your own voice.
It is, eh?
But it does stop us from exhaling so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been holding my breath quite a lot. And then I turn away.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I'm like... and then back. So that's... Wow.
So we'll have to get some breath filter things. You know,
I don't know
like
how
pop
many
filters.
eps we've done. 20...
This is 23, I want to say.
So we've done 22.
22.
So it took 22.
22 and one special with Sophie.
Because I don't usually do shout-outs, but like I just got off the phone with someone who's a really close friend of mine. Grew up together. His name is Milican Kovacevic. He's over in Serbia at the moment, in Belgrade. And I wanted to tell him to get fucked, really, because on the way he's like, yeah, so we're going to be leaving in about 7 days. We're going to be going to Prague, then Turkey.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, man. Hope you fly Malaysian Airlines.
Oh.
No, I'm only kidding. But like, I was just talking to him just before we got here. So,
Yeah.
for instance, he could ring from fucking
Yeah.
from Serbia or like from... That's fucking cool.
100%. He could... And so he doesn't have to pay for it, neither do we. We could get him to go on Messenger, literally call your phone on Messenger,
Wow.
and plug it in, and we'll have him coming through.
Does it work the other way around? Can we call people?
Yes,
Just so we can call Tommy.
we 100% we could call Tommy.
So for those, we one of the alumni of one of the OGs, I guess you can call him, from the Comedy Hub, Tommy. He left us. He's gone back to America.
Yeah.
We had a farewell gig for him last week, which was, so basically there was about 8 of us.
Yeah.
That jumped up, and we all did, like, it was like a comedy set / comedy roast / farewell speech.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be like talking, and then abruptly I'm like, man, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing funny. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
miss, because I think I was talking to Callum Wagstaff afterwards about how, like, first I was like saying how Tommy is just irreplaceable, because he's
100%.
he's a full blonde, like, American from New Jersey.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Jesus. He's got long hair.
It looks a lot like Jesus.
Vegan. He's got Asperger's.
Yeah. So
And a scientist.
more like Jesus. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. But then I started thinking, you look at the circle of, like, our circle that we've got. We're all very fucking unique. We're irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Try and find like another Morgan, someone who walks and talks and things like Morgan,
No.
Or like a Justin Nye, who's like an expat, like Chinaman. No, he's from Taiwan, right? But he's not.
Yeah.
But he is. But he's not. Like,
but he is, but he's not. Yeah, no, totally.
Award-winning writer. Like, he's got his hands in many pies. Like,
Yeah.
you look at, and it was good to see Nathan Cross there. Like, just a loud
totally.
Scotsman.
Yeah.
You look at Callum Wagstaff. He's very unique in his own ways.
Callum is one of the most unique people I've ever met.
Like, you look at, like, Sean Koch, very loud.
Oh.
He loves to get his legs out. Like, we were at Brewer's Apprentice a couple of weeks ago. This is the middle of the day. And, like, I started giving him shit. Then we all started giving him shit. And then these 2 ladies were walking past, these middle-aged ladies.
Yeah.
And they started, like, saying, oh, nice legs. And he's like, thank you. She's like, she was kidding. I was like, oh, brutal. And he was just like, oh. And then you got, like, someone like Siobhan, she used to be a man.
Yeah.
She used to be a dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you, okay. Like, how do you decide that? And then how do you decide to jump back? Like, could you
I
be a woman?
I think so. I've already got the boobs.
Yeah.
And the ass.
Yeah, I don't have the
tiny
ass.
cock.
Or a large clitoris.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, everyone in our circle is quite unique. Even like Tracy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's cool that we had her quite
Opanaki
early
farm
on.
girl in the city.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Richard Dryden with half a tongue
half a tongue.
because of cancer.
Half a tongue.
Used to be a radio host. Do you know what I mean? Like the
I
smooth
wonder if he
sounds
could,
of
like,
Richard
do
Dryden.
the Spanish, like, rollers his eyes. I wonder if he can do that.
I want to make a tongue joke, but I feel that it's my friend, so I don't really want to. You know what I mean?
If I did, I'd just be paraphrasing what he,
Yeah.
repeating. But yeah, when you look at, like, all the people that jump up on stage, we're all there's nothing, cookie cutter about.
No.
We're all very unique.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm just trying to say that we're all fucking weird.
We are, and comedians. This is why going back to Tommy. This is why it's so hard to lose Tommy, because
You can't replace Tommy.
you can't replace him. But like comedians, for the most part, are like someone talking. Oh, it must be outside. Comedians, you probably can't hear that now.
No.
The people listening probably can't hear that.
No.
The unique thing about Tommy is, all of us, is that like we flock together. Do you know what I mean? Like all my friends are comedians except for Kieran. Do you know what I mean? So like, and a couple of friends in Auckland, but like we all stick together and like we all have parties. It's with each other. Do you know what I mean? And so when you lose one of them, it's like you're losing like part of the circle. So you're listening for the neighbours, aren't you?
Yeah, I had to take the headphones off.
Yeah, it's our neighbours next door. They must be outside.
Fucking wankers.
Oh, they're so loud.
Bastards.
Unless they're listening, in which case.
Who talks?
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Who talks?
yeah.
Who goes outside and talks in the rain?
They're probably one of those people that listen without subscribing.
Ugh.
Ugh, I mean...
Like and subscribe, guys. Leave a comment.
Jesus. Like, I had to go home and tell my daughter, like, there's going to be no power next week. For people like that.
Yeah, podcast still isn't paying.
It's been a minute since we recorded, dude. Like,
yeah. Oh, sorry. I must put out a correction. We've done 23 episodes. This will be 24.
this will be number 24.
Plus the one special.
Plus the one special, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like, do you know what's been good to see lately is, like, I don't know if you've got the bug again or what have you, but you've been jumping up on stage a bit lately. Like, doing your open mics. Like,
yeah, I have.
It's been good to see.
Well, I'm about to go into
seasoned vet, you know, like it'll be hard to. No, I can imagine it'll be hard for you to, because you've just been there, done that.
Yeah,
it must be hard for you to, you know, to even get the sort of the urge of the itch again.
The itch is always there.
Is it from seeing other people around you?
Yeah,
so into it.
It's from watching like you, Callum, Morgan, because he's been doing a lot of new material.
Yeah.
So when I see people doing new material, it makes me want to do new material. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It makes me want to bust out and do something different.
And it's not like, oh, I'm just going to do new material like this week. It's not easy.
No.
Because it's like, what can you do that's not been done that you haven't heard or said?
Yeah. But like my goal for open mics has always been, always bring one thing new.
Can we touch on what happened the last open mic night here in Palmy when you're on stage? Because that is something that I've always dreamt of happening.
If I had the cord, I'd literally just play it straight into a fucking
eh?
recorder. If I had the cord with me, which, I mean, there probably is one in this garage, I just don't know where.
Because you were up first.
Yes.
You were up first the open mic night.
Yeah.
Doing your thing, being Mr. Lovable Dylan as you are, because it's hard not to like you when you're up on stage. And then someone's fucking phone rang.
Yeah. Yes. So, and she was right in the front.
She was right in the front row.
Pretty lady, right in the front.
Pretty lady in the front row. With
pretty nice
phone
lady.
On loud.
With her friends. She had 3 people with her. They're all very friendly, nice people. And yeah, her phone went off. Now, this isn't the first time that's happened to me on stage. Like, it's happened to me maybe half a dozen times in 10 years. So it's not exactly an every week thing. It was just right there. Now, normally when that goes off, I normally ask if I can answer it.
Do you usually get shut down?
Oh, 100. They're always like, no.
Wow. Okay. Because this was...
So this was different, right?
This was a different story.
So I was like, oh, whose is that? And she's like, it's mine in the front. And I was like, can I answer it? And everyone laughed. She goes, yep.
And I was like, more demanding. What? I thought you were like, give it to me.
Yeah. And then, no, because I said, is it, I hope it's, and then she's like, yes. I was like, oh, good. I hope it's your mum. And then,
yeah, she didn't even hesitate. She just gave
goes,
the phone.
I don't know who it is. This number's not saved on my phone. And I was like, okay, give it to me.
And you answered
and I answered the phone and go, before the person could say anything, I was like, hello? And before they even said anything, I was like, she can't talk right now. She's fucking me. and just hung up and gave it straight back to her.
It was such a big pop.
And it was great. And it's what I always wanted to happen.
And then when you gave the phone, mate, you're like, I hope that wasn't your mum.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was worried, like, what if there was a doctor and he's calling to be like, your mum's had a stroke or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, your mum's been in a car accident.
I mean, and
I would feel so shitty
and
about
not like
it.
they'll be calling at that time, but what if it was like a callback for a job interview?
Oh, man.
Oh, bye-bye job.
You can imagine. I mean, maybe it was. Maybe it was a night job. Do you know what I mean? Maybe she was applying for a bartender's job or something. And then, so that's when the manager's on. But like, woof. I hope it was like a telemarketer or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a mobile number. That was the thing. And I did glance at the number. I didn't memorize it, but I quickly glanced at it just to make sure it wasn't, for whatever reason, my wife. No.
Your wife? Why would your wife be calling a random pretty lady in the front row?
Because maybe she was buying something off her like she does all the time. But maybe she was organising a threesome. I don't know. But can you imagine if it was Jen and I answered and just went, and she heard my voice? I'm like, she can't talk right now. She's fucking me. And then just hang up. Can you imagine Jen's reaction to that? So I checked the number and I was like, it's not my wife.
What if she gave the phone to you and it said hubby?
I would have said the same thing.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. But I probably would have left the phone not hung up just for a few seconds so you can hear the laughter. And I probably would have gone, just kidding, I'm the comedian sort of thing.
Oh, that was so good.
Because I don't want to split their marriage up. As pretty as she was,
yeah.
I don't want to split their marriage up.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great moment.
Yeah. I don't remember if... I went second to last and Morgan went last that night.
Yeah, because someone didn't show up.
Didn't show up.
By the way, if you're new to comedy and you say you're going to be there...
Not even if you're new to comedy.
Like, be there.
Especially if you're the headline act.
Yeah.
Or at least say where you are.
Yeah, at least be like, look, I can't make
Not
it.
all of us have a Morgan to come in and save the fucking day.
Oh, yeah, that was lucky.
Yeah.
That was lucky. Because otherwise, I mean, the show would have just ended a bit earlier on you.
Which isn't that bad, is it?
No, totally. No, you killed it that night. So it would have just ended when it did. But luckily we had Morgan, and Morgan went up and...
Dude, the amount of people that have reacted to that John Kerwin Black Dog bit, and that all started from when you and I were talking about it. Fucking JK. JK. When I get the boo-hoos, I bloody well make a plan.
Make me a little bit of carrot pie.
I want to add on what you said, like, you know, cut up some carrots and courgettes and make a casserole, whatever the fuck white people make.
Yeah, you got to add that in, man.
Because I've done it so many times, I forget it. Like,
yeah.
But I'll do it this Friday at the Raw final.
As long as you don't go over time. I think you just throw in the line or some white people shit.
Or some white people shit. We got the bloody boo-hoos. Because that's where that came from, was that with that podcast. That was hilarious. Just laughing at depression.
I think if you're expanding that bit out as well, you could do another bit afterwards about how it's amazing how Sir John Kerwin got knighted for playing rugby, and yet, like, Sir Mason Jury had to create a whole Māori wellness network. Do you know what I mean? And teach Pākehā how to care for Māori and educate them. Do you know what I mean?
And John Key had to do pull on girls' hair and fucking awkward handshakes.
And they're like, how come you got knighted? It's like, I revolutionised the health system for our native people in this country by creating whare tapawhā, which taught people how to care for Māori. Oh, great. What'd you do? Oh, I kicked a bloody rugby ball.
Kicked the bloody... I overcame the boo-hoos.
Yeah, I was a bit sad for a while, but now I'm better. Now they're 90 me. And Mason Jury will be like, the fuck?
Well, what about you? I'm John Key, and I was the Prime Minister of Aotearoa.
Till I had enough.
You'd think for a guy who's the fucking head of the country, learn a bit of like how to pronounce Māori words.
John Key. You can say that about all white people, really.
Oh, some people give it a nudge.
Oh, I try my best.
Yeah. No, you do pretty well for a half Latino white guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's because I like the Māori culture. So.
Yeah, what's not
beautiful.
to love?
The food's good.
The food's great.
Oh, man, love me some boil up.
Yeah, man.
If you listen to this and you make boil up, just feel free to drop us a
We had
line.
boil up the other day.
Did you?
We had boil up probably every once a fortnight.
You just call it food, though, eh?
We just call it food. Yeah, with that time you're like, oh, there's this Polynesian food truck in the square. There's like chop suey and blah blah. I'm like, yeah, we just.
Yeah, I had that yesterday. I'm like,
we just call it food.
Lucky.
Yeah, like we just call it bloody call it food.
Yeah.
But what else has happened since we've been?
I went for a job interview.
Huh?
Yeah.
Man, you go on for a week, and then fucking there's 4 new members of the household inside, and
we'll get to that. And
we've got fucking microphones and headphones.
Yep.
And you're going for a new within the same.
Yeah, kind of. So what it is?
Still an AOG.
Yeah. Same place, same role. But it's a senior role doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. You are getting on.
Yeah, thanks.
You fucking are.
So it's like they've decided that they want seniors at work, And so I've applied for that role. So I had a job interview for that yesterday. So I have to do all the work that I do now and then more work.
But you got SNR on your business card?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's how much more it pays. SNR.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, do I get double the pay? And they're like, no.
Double the pay.
They're like, no. They're like, get out of here, you crazy kook.
Bloody well turn that up a bit louder and bloody hear it. Yeah. That's a bit too loud.
Sorry about that. We're still learning this machine.
Yeah, someone veered off the road then because it was too loud.
Whoa. If this is your last moments.
Oh. Oh, those are the last things Paul Walker heard.
Oh.
Too soon? Why are you cheering that?
I was never.
I pressed the wrong button.
I hate those fucking movies. Too fast, too furious.
So my mum was like asking me about. She's like, "How do I listen? Like, so what's a stream?" I'm like, "Oh," it's like, "Can you get it on CD?" I'm like, "Oh, stop talking. Get it on the CD.
Yeah.
What's a stream?" I'm like, I don't know. No, you can't. You can't, Mum.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh." She still listens to cassettes, so.
Hey, that's cool.
But I got her this. So up until a year ago, she had like your classic '80s boombox,
Yeah.
like the
Awesome.
steel, like just your tip, like steel with the handle and everything, right?
2 big speakers.
And because the back home in the islands, we over in Niue, there's like a radio station Mum listens to, so this boombox can still pick up AM.
Oh, great.
So I got her one that looks pretty much exactly the same, but a bit smaller. But it's all Bluetooth.
Yeah.
It's all like so. But the thing is, though, it has a you can chuck your cassettes in, and it records to the boombox.
Oh, well, that's great.
So she can still have her cassettes.
Yeah.
All like nicely. Oh, she fucking loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so, and then the next gift I got her was this year was like people might remember the Australian Women's Weekly birthday cake recipe book.
Yes.
On the front of it was the train.
I do remember it. Yeah.
Like there was like the rocket ship. There was all sorts of like. I remember I was dying to turn 8 years old because there was a figure 8 track cake. So but they re-released it this year. Like so I got her that, and I also like because her birthday is in. We're actually having a birthday dinner here.
19th of July.
Yeah, we have a birthday dinner here. Right?
What if she listens to this?
No, she won't because it's not on CD, bro.
It's not on cassette.
It's not on cassette.
Yeah.
I got like so when my brother got married, there was a professional photographer there.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time like my daughter's been all like make-upped up with dress and everything.
Oh,
you know that first moment when like you're just like like you're mixed because it's like you're growing up like I want you to go back to where you're getting too old now.
Yeah.
Like go
Like,
back
calm
to
down.
where you were. Yeah, like she just looked amazing, my daughter. So it was like it's my daughter, my mum holding dad's urn.
Yeah.
And it's my brother and then me.
Oh,
and it's
that's
at the
nice.
Esplanade of the trees and stuff. So like
But this is at the wedding.
yeah,
So
it's
not his wife.
no, there's heaps of different photos, but this one in particular,
Okay.
Mum loves this particular photo.
Yeah.
And I'm getting it on like
Is that 'cause the
A1.
wife's not in it.
I don't know. I'm whatever Mum wants.
Just trying to stir the pot here.
You're stirring away.
When I come to your house and I see it, I'm going to be like, oh, that's nice.
Oh, is there someone? I believe someone's missing.
Where's Pete's wife?
I'll be like, put the wooden spoon away. Stop stirring that fucking cauldron, mate. Like, but that's the one Mum wants. Get it on canvas.
That's cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Like, and we're having the birthday dinner here.
Are you going to give it all to her then? Or have you given it to her?
Nah, I haven't like yet. Nah, because I reckon she's going to get quite teary-eyed, and she doesn't. Man, you can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen her teary-eyed.
Yeah,
I don't think she'd want that in front of. Oh, she wouldn't. I don't know. Like, nah, I'll probably give it before. My thing is though, if we want the authentic Niuean food,
Yeah.
Mum's going to have to know about this dinner.
We don't. No, we don't have to.
But then how do you explain? Why am I cooking all this food? Shut up.
No. Don't make her cook anything.
So we don't want Niuean food?
Well, we can go. I can go.
I'll get Tash to do it.
Does she know how to make that sort of food?
Oh yeah, Tasha's. Look at Tasha.
I know she's good in the kitchen.
Look who's Tasha's mum is. Like, she'll know.
Yeah.
Kiana knows.
Okay. Well, look, I'll leave that up to you to sort that part.
Less than 2 weeks, eh?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Mum's 61.
That's right.
And That's going to be cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's get her drunk.
Oh,
Let's get my mum drunk.
I hope so.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
Oh, man. How, like, when, so it was like a couple of weeks ago now, eh? We came, it was my auntie's unveiling,
Yeah.
and we came around here, and mum was simply just picking us up. And then
right.
Jen brought out the, what
The
shots were they?
Pancake shots.
Pancake shots, and it was, fuck, what's the liquor?
It's half Frangelico,
Frangelico.
half vanilla vodka.
And you got the lemon and the bloody sugar.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like, mum didn't hear the instructions, but she knew what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's a pussy at heart. Because
She took to it like a duck.
Well, here's the thing, like, because I know, like, I don't really drink anymore. I just don't.
Same as me.
But I remember, like, during the whole, like, you know, late high school, like the binge drinking days.
Yes.
You know, you'd be playing something like Circle of Death
Yes.
or Red and Black. And it's like, oh, Kel's got to do 3 vessels.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
sorry, and you shotgun 3 fucking cans, like, you know, like it was nothing.
You would let her point at people and
You went, you
stupid
got elbow
rules
it.
like that.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And then we went through the beer pong phase where we all bought Dobros, like double browns, because they were 18 for 18 back then. Because there was 3 beers for a rack.
Yeah.
So that's 6 games. You
Sure.
get through that in an hour.
Yeah.
And I used to think, like, where do I get my drinking from? Because my dad was at, like, classic pom. And back in, especially in the 90s, my dad was at the Princess Tavern, the Prinny, like, maybe 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. Like, it was just the norm.
Yeah, it's just what he did.
But it wasn't until he never drank at home, and he never drank in front of me until my 21st.
Yeah.
And my 21st, I booked a bar in town. And fuck, man, I don't know, a jug, maybe 2 handles, and that motherfucker was pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's such a lightweight, but he was a big boy.
Yeah.
And he drank from, like, I think his first job was at a fucking bar back in London when he was like 12.
Yeah.
You know, and like, but he couldn't handle his piss. Like,
Yeah.
when I say couldn't handle, he wasn't an aggressive drunk or anything, but he just got drunk
It's
fast.
just a lightweight.
And my mum has never drank really since ever. Like,
Yeah.
before, like, since
That
I've
you
been
know of,
around.
Yeah.
But any time I've seen her drink,
Yeah.
and I've heard the stories, like how she just drank people under the table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm like, because you'll see me drink, like I can just drink a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's not a brag, it's actually shit because it takes you twice as long, takes
And
twice as much money,
Yeah.
twice as bloated. Like, but now I'm like, I see mum drink, and I'm like, that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
So my mum was a pisshead. So let's get her drunk on
I
it.
reckon,
Yeah.
I've always thought the trick to getting drunk is shots. Like
Yeah.
straight shots. That's it.
Yeah.
In rapid succession.
Yeah, it is because, I mean, I got to the point where, you know, you could drink so much that I'd get bloated and full before I got drunk, like a
Yeah.
box of beers or like, but you need shots.
See, that's why.
A good shooter too, not like a nasty, like,
Straight whiskey is nasty.
yeah, or like, remember Aftershocks? They were like
Yes.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And not those sugary shit you get.
Or
from
those get long boxes
buckets.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of
man,
nasty
that's
shit
a
in
recipe for vomit, eh?
there. What else is not on what's that?
You don't do anything
Black coffee's
milky.
tasty one.
Was it Bailey's or something? Or
No, like
black coffee? I don't know.
like black licorice, I should say, not coffee. Black,
Zambuca.
Zambuca, all that shit. Can
no,
suck a
Zambuca's
dick.
the
Fuck
fucking-
off.
That's the bee's knees, baby.
Really?
Oh, I love a bit of Zambuca.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
But man, your whole world lit up just now.
Oh, man.
Okay, I know what to get you.
That Opal Nera. Whew. Remember that ad where they lit it on fire?
Nera, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Opal Nera. Is that a little bit of you?
I can't say that's my... Like, if someone was like, you want a bit of Zambuca, I'll be like, fucking yeah, man.
I've
But I can't say I'd spend a night on it.
definitely banged a few vanilla Gallianos here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's quite nice.
If I'm going to do shots, I do like the pancakes that we just mentioned. For those who are listening, 50% Frangelico, 50% vanilla vodka. Get a wedge of...
Is there vanilla vodka in it too?
Yeah. Get a wedge of
Frangelico and vanilla vodka.
lemon, dip it in sugar,
Yeah.
do your shot, and then you suck or bite the lemon.
Do you know what's funny? I found that the hardest part.
That's
lemon.
why I don't like tequila, eh? Because
Tequila can get that's on my no list.
Yeah, me too. It makes
Yeah,
me so
Jose
fucking sick.
Cuervo, and there's only 2 on that list. That and Caruba.
Oh yeah,
Those are my 2 bugaboos.
oh yeah,
They can know.
yeah. Mine is wine, beer,
All wine. That was
All
a general term. Just
Yeah,
all wine.
No, I just do wine or beer. And I had a dream the night they drank some beer, and I was like, ugh, what is wrong with you people?
I remember I went to Raw. I went to a gig in Wonga's about a month ago now, and their best-selling beer was Gisborne Gold, and I'm like, that can't be good.
No, that sounds like someone pissed in a vat.
I mean, like the thing is though, is I've never tasted urine before, but it's got to be up there. It was just
What,
in terms of taste, like it.
I guess it comes down to if you've been eating asparagus or not.
Oh.
I had that the other day. I had some asparagus rolls from my favourite bakery.
And then when you went for a piss, was it like 2-3 seconds in? You were like, oh.
I was like,
look to the side, look to the side.
Aim straight, look away.
Flush, and then someone goes in right after you, like...
You're like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
You know what, at home, I mentioned this the other day, like, you know how sometimes you go to the toilet and you put in some work? You put in work, right?
Yeah.
So like you get like either the red bands on the thighs because where you've been leaning,
Yeah.
or you get the pins and needles,
Yeah.
whatnot. Sometimes I do that. I've put in work, flush the toilet, shut the door. Seconds after, my daughter just goes on in,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and I wait for her in the bathroom. So I'm washing my hand. I wait for her, and she comes in. I'm like, do you not like want to wait a minute or spray? She's just like, I just hold my breath. I'm like, you can't hold your breath that long.
Yeah.
You've been in the. She's just like, well, you got to go. You got to go.
She
Dad.
could be a deep sea diver by now.
I'm just like, yo, I don't care how badly I got to go.
Yeah.
If anyone's been in there for 10+ minutes, I can wait
Yeah.
a minute or two, or just go in there with like, I don't know, can of links.
Yeah.
But nah, she's a soldier.
Box of matches.
Yeah, box of matches.
It's like on Friday. Nobody go in there for 35,
Yep.
45 minutes.
Yeah, nobody go to the bathroom. About 45 minutes. Somebody over the window.
What else? So you've been laid up for a few days?
Yeah,
Because you had a full on week.
it was like 5 gigs in 10 days.
Yeah, it's pretty hard out.
5 gigs in 10 days, and it culminated with the Raw Comedy Quest semi-final
Yeah,
here in Palmy, and top 2 go through to the big final.
yeah. Which is when give it a plug so people can come.
The big final. Well, yeah. First of all, I got made top 2,
Yeah,
which was like really, that was cool.
yeah,
For someone who's notorious for going over time,
yeah,
I couldn't get that set under 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But that night I did 6 minutes 10. I actually
Beautiful.
messaged you and Morgan.
yeah. It was beautiful.
I was like, boys, I mean, how does freeze over? Whatever I said, 6
Yeah.
minutes 10. So then the final is next Friday. What's the date today, bro? The 8th.
Yeah, today's the 8th. Yeah,
So Friday, the 15th of July, at the Globe Theatre. I believe half the tickets are already sold, so it's going to be a sellout.
yeah,
It's the Central Lower North Island Raw Comedy Quest final.
yeah.
I believe there's 10 of us, and I think first place. So the winner, the winner next Friday gets the all expenses paid trip to Auckland for the Raw Auckland flights, accommodation, all that sort of stuff.
Possibly.
But I think second goes to Wellington.
Oh, okay.
I think,
Yeah, yeah,
but you know, like considering where I was at say November.
yeah,
Like, I actually resolved to not doing comedy again for the distant future, you know, and then somehow like got my health right to do comedy. But, you know, people prepare, you know, like 6 months out from Raw, they start preparing for Raw.
yeah,
I did one open mic before I did Raw. I had like a week to prepare,
yeah,
but somehow like here I am. I didn't think I was going to enter Raw, but not only have I entered Raw, now I'm in the final.
yeah.
And I'm 1 gig away from going to Auckland. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
It's pretty good.
And I'm not saying I don't care, but I'm not like it was more like I was craving the stage time because coming back to comedy, fuck man, it was like I'd never done it before. Like I was terrified.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was terrified. Like the first time I went on stage, like holding the microphone, but I wasn't aware of the microphone.
yeah,
Like I wasn't aware of timing.
yeah,
Like, I remember I got off the stage, I was like, you know, all these high fives and stuff. And then Morgan came out, he said, fuck, man, that was great.
yeah.
You look like you had a blast. I'm like, I did. He's like, yeah, 12 minutes though.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, 12 I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, concept of time. And all jokes aside, that's not a good thing.
No.
as we know. Like so, but I've got it down to 6 minutes. Like, and it's getting better now. Like I'm not as, it just takes stage time because we are in a really fucked up art form where the only way to get better is you have to do it live in front of people.
That's 100% true.
But you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. So you have to be willing to suck in front of people.
Yeah.
Because the open mic night, those open mic nights is where we try new material. And you've probably done sets where all 7 minutes sucked.
No. Yeah,
no,
I have.
You know what I mean? Like, where, or like you said it even earlier in the year where, like, you're all excited all day about this certain bit that you're going to do. I think it was the
McDonald's bit.
The McDonald's bit, and it didn't land.
No.
And it's this amazing, like, sometimes you write stuff that you think is going to land and it doesn't. But, like, basically open mic nights is you're throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you go up there. So you have to be willing to suck in front of people.
Yeah, that's right. To get better.
It's the only way to do it. Sometimes people just say to me, oh, why don't you just walk around the house and talk into the, like, you can't. Yeah. You can't do that. You have to do it in front of people.
Doing that is really good as a way to edit your material. To like, I don't need this bit or this bit doesn't sound good. Or my delivery needs to be a bit different. But you don't know whether it's good. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you need an audience to tell you if a material's working. And sometimes you need 3 audiences.
Yeah, I feel like you need to do that joke maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Before you're like, no, or yes. Or,
yeah.
And sometimes it's the throwaway lines is the ones that like, oh, that's the one that's landing.
That's the bit, yeah.
But I just I put a lot of work into that minute joke I just said.
Yeah.
No one thinks it's funny. Like, and now you're emotionally attached to it. And you're like, no, you're going to love it. And after like 3 or 4 open mics, you're like, okay, it's not working.
Yeah, maybe this should be a BK bit, not a Mac's. Maybe you're more of a KFC crowd.
I like that. I
got to do it again because I actually only did it once. And
and then when you got off stage, we'll come out, we'll riffing like funny shit. And then I think I asked you like maybe a couple of days later, like, did you note down? And you're like, wait, what did you say again? I was like, something about a Happy Meal and
McBrothels.
To get the toy. And I'm like, it's gone.
Yeah.
But you got it. That was a good bit.
Yeah.
It was the wrong audience. Like, remember, it was an open mic night at the Globe.
At the Globe,
wrong
I
setting.
got to do it at the Bubbles.
Yeah. Which is a cool little...
Do it at the Bubbles.
Do it at Bubbles. It's a cool little fucking venue.
Yeah. It is a very cool
Does
venue.
your head turn when people like order food and the food comes in? Like, some of that food looks...
Well, that happened on stage the other night. Food came in. I was like, someone's food. Because I was hungry too.
That food looks good.
I got to get food there one day.
Yeah.
I never do.
Nah, you don't really feel like eating beforehand.
I don't like to eat before a show.
No, neither.
But then when I'm off stage, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And I just want to go home because, like, the food here, like, I get, like, a lot of the crew go to Macca's and shit, but half the time the food at home is better. So I'm more of a, like,
half the time? All the time.
I know.
Look who's in the kitchen right now. I walk in, I'm just like, and then she was telling me just before, like, it's a Vietnamese curry. I'm like, but she did hint, she's like, there is some left.
Yeah, there was heaps left.
I'm like, lovely.
Yeah, sometimes the food at home is better than... Because don't get me wrong, like, I love Macca's, but, like, I want a meal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want a fucking meal.
I want a feast.
Yeah.
And Macca's just doesn't. Also, like, I find if I eat Macca's, like, at 10:30, 11...
Plus it's the favourites menu as well. It's just like your boring, like, 2001 menu.
But if I eat junk food that late, this is how old I am now. If I eat junk food that late, like, I get indigestion.
Do you get indigestion?
Yeah, I'll come home and I'll be like, oh, my tummy, and Jim will be like, you shouldn't have eaten that cheeseburger. And I was like, it's so good.
Would you rather get indigestion or the runs?
I'd rather get the runs. Because at least you shit it out and it's done. Indigestion or... like,
sometimes it's kind of fun getting the runs.
And shit and you're like, at least it's easy. I find the benefit of having the runs is it's a little bit easier to wipe up. You know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah, but you really need to, like... Okay, this brings up another question. Are you a scruncher or a folder?
A folder.
I know a guy who's a scruncher, and I'm just like questioning our friendship.
Yeah, you should.
It's like... so
he can't be clean down there.
Surely not.
Yeah.
I know another guy... He got drunk. He was saying, like, he's like, yeah, you know when you bend over, you're wiping. Like, and I was like...
You're bending over?
Yeah, so there was a group of us at a table. It was a group of us at a table, right? And I won't name names.
Yeah.
But I know he's listening. But, like, there was a group of us. And, like, but only him and I were, like...
Do I know this person?
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
Like, and he's like, dude, he's like, you know how you fucking, like, you're bending over when you wipe, right? And I was engrossed in the group convo. But I'm like, I gotta...
Yeah.
I gotta, I'm like, and I turn on. I was like, what do you mean? But like, I didn't want to give it. I don't want to like turn like, what the fuck? Because then he'll go back into his shell. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I didn't quite. He's like, when like after you fucking do your thing, right? And you're standing up, and you're bending over, right? And I'm like, so just so we're clear, because I'm pretty sure like. He's like, what the fuck? What am I not fucking getting through? I'm like, so after you're taking a shit, bro, and like you stand up and you wipe. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you stand up and what? He's like, yeah. What do you mean? We don't fucking put your hand in the fucking toilet, right? I'm like,
no, but
oh, so that's what we're talking about. Yeah, no, I'm 99.9% of the world. So you stand up after you. He's like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, what, you sit there and put your hand in the... And that's when I put it towards the group. But I didn't say he said it.
Yeah.
I'm like, boys,
let's take a
boys,
vote.
this is like just a random question from a conversation I heard at work.
Yeah.
I don't want to
throw
throw
the
my Brian.
bus.
I don't want to throw the Brian under the bus.
Yeah.
I'm just like, after you shit, do you stand up and wipe? And I didn't get to the next bit. All the boys are like, what the fuck? Who the fuck does that? I'm like, oh, yeah. And then after laughing and a few jokes here and there, I was like, then the convo carried on. I looked back at the bro and he was just like, what the fuck? I've been doing it wrong this whole time. and he scrunches.
Oh, man.
He's throwing the shit game all wrong.
That's wrong.
Fucking white people.
Let me ask you another toilet paper question. Yeah, I know, right?
No, I was kidding.
Let me ask you another toilet paper question. When you're folding, like, how are you folding? So what I'm trying to ask is like, are you like
origami or anything?
Are you? It's a swan.
It's a goose.
Yeah. Hi, Swanee.
How do you
guess where you're going?
How do you get the little nook and crannies? Like it's the beak.
Yeah. You pull the wings.
Pull the wings.
Are you getting like 3 squares and making it into thirds, or you folding that shit in half, 3 squares in half, or are you a 5 squares? Like, what's your division of toilet paper per?
What? So you go? Are you three squares high?
No. I'm asking you how you like. Firstly, how many squares are you pulling off for a pass?
First of all, we only use 3-ply.
Oh, okay.
Newspaper.
I don't know. I thought you were going to say something. This is what you were going to say.
You know what? There's a lot of circulars now are quite glossy, so it wouldn't wipe anything.
That's rough. You want that countdown.
You don't want the Guardian.
Yeah. You want that Bunnings one. With the hand drawn.
But then you have green dye on your asshole.
Well, what's new? Anyway,
what's new? I'm not going to go there.
Okay. So you got your 3-ply.
Yeah.
And are you pulling off what, 1 square?
No, I go 3 times. I go bang, bang.
So you're probably getting like 6 squares.
Yeah, but you times that by 3. That's 18 plies, baby.
That's 18 plies. Yeah, okay. So you got your length, and it's 6 squares. It's probably about that long, right?
Yeah, and it's folded twice. So that means I'm like 2 papers high, right?
Tripled so you're over. Folding it in half and then in half?
No, I do like thirds. So pull 2 and then
okay, so it's in
pull
thirds.
2
it's
and
in
then
thirds.
pull. Yeah,
okay.
third. That's a third.
That's a lot of paper.
Yeah, I'm just scared of the finger poke through.
Yeah, I like it though.
You like the finger poke through?
No.
You fucking do. Go with your first fucking... Go with your gut. That was so organic the way you... Yeah,
that's
I like it
do
though.
On stage, so that's why.
Is that right? You like that bit? That's the best part.
It's a bit I do on stage. I'm like, I hate wiping. I hate finger through. I was like, I hate it. Most of the time it's terrible.
Most of the time
I hate it. You're dirty and it's gross and it feels... Well, it feels... It's just...
and then you got like...
In fact, I love it. I love fingers.
And you got build up under your nails. It's like, if you go to a person's house and they have bars of soap and they have finger nail indentations, you know why.
I would rather leave. If I go, are you one of these people when you go into someone's bathroom, you check out everything?
Little things.
Yeah, like...
First of all, and you guys are guilty for this.
What?
When I house sat for you guys, the first time I went to your bathroom, the toilet roll needs to be coming from over top.
Ah, okay.
I changed it.
I agree.
My OCD changed.
I am also an over the top guy, but
there's a lot of people in your house.
There's a lot of people in our house, and we don't all agree.
Really?
Yes.
What are their arguments to toilet paper coming from underneath?
I have not asked. I've not asked.
I don't want to ask either
A
because
couple
it
of
would
the
just
kids,
enrage me.
when they do it, they just put it in whatever.
Well, they're kids. They don't know.
Yeah, no excuse.
No excuse.
It's like, can you see on that iPad? Could you go into this block building game and build me a castle? Sure. Well, then you can change the fucking roll in the toilet. If you can be an architecture online, you can do this. What were we talking about? Toilet paper. Yeah. So you'll get. So yeah, I agree. It's got to be over the top. Yeah.
Over the top, and I do is I do. I guess it's 6 squares.
6 squares.
But I don't fucking pedantically count it.
You just go by feel.
Yeah. By then I'm looking to get out of there.
Do you ever do some shits, right? And you're like, this is gonna need some cleanup here.
Oh.
Do you ever get through some and you're like, oh dear?
I feel like I'm sharing too much here, but I'm just going to go for it. I use the toilet brush a hell of a lot more often as I get older.
Whoa. There's
Too
a
much?
revelation for your people. Yeah, way too much.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, you brought up the subject. That's entrapment.
I was talking like, sometimes you're like, you go for your 6 and you're like, might get 2 more. This is everywhere.
This is everywhere.
Well, I hate when you start doing those ones and you're like, oh, this is a sticky poo.
First of all, I don't use the word that P word. I hate that word. Yeah, it's right up there with the word flannel. I hate the word flannel. I hate the word flannel.
What do you think of the word flaps?
Flaps.
So flannel's no good, but flaps.
I don't mind flaps.
I love a good bit of flaps.
Look, you
Lamb
love a good
flaps.
bit of flaps.
Lamb flaps.
Yeah, of course, lamb flaps.
That's the shit.
What other
man.
flaps are we talking about?
I don't know any other flaps. Oh, a bird flaps its wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the word. What I don't understand is when people are like moist. Oh, I hate that word.
Oh, I don't get that either.
It's the best kind of way to have your cake is moist.
It's moist.
You don't want to I don't know. Anyone out there who's done the intercourse before,
Yeah.
you don't want her to have a dry.
Nothing in intercourse should be dry.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Should be everything moist.
Do you think a dry condom's good? No. Moist
dry
condom.
A dry condom.
Imagine that.
You know how it's those condom. I don't like condoms. Like
No one in the history of the world.
say, hey, before you go any further, put this on your dick to take the feeling away.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, or what's the other thing? Pull out. Oh yeah, hey, pull out the best part.
My opinion on this is
Bullshit.
if I'm going to pull out, I'm just not going to go in the first place.
If what? Sorry.
If I have to pull out, I'm just not going to go in the first place.
Right. We'll deal with the schmishmorshman later.
No, I'm just not. They're like, you have to pull out. I'm like, well, then I'm just not going to get in.
Wow. Unless you're in America, because now it's illegal to get a schmishmorshman.
At the Schmishmorshman clinic.
But there's 5 states where you can still get schmishmorshmans.
Oh, yeah.
I think I can rattle them off.
Okay.
We were just talking about it the other day. But my thing is what if that one time, a girl gets knocked up and she can't get a schmishmorshman? It's illegal now.
Yeah.
Fucking Americans, eh?
I know.
Freedom of choice.
What if they're raped?
In all seriousness,
That's what I always think. I was like, the option should be there.
there should be, but now they've made it black and white. It's
just like, no.
Abortion's illegal now, and it's I think there's I know there's Texas, Kentucky, Utah, 3 other places where you can. There's only 5 states.
Really, Texas? I would have thought that would have been
right?
way no.
No, you gonna keep that child.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep that rape child, but it's that doesn't make any sense.
No.
But it's America.
Yeah.
Where they're fucked in the head.
Anyway.
I miss Trump, by the way.
Do you?
Oh, it was just hilarious.
I think I'd rather have Bush back.
Really?
Oh, at least he was a bit sane.
Yeah, but I feel like Bush and Trump were, in terms of IQ, the exact same.
Yeah.
But Bush tried to hide it. He tried to just bluff through it, but everything he said was dog shit.
I only want Bush back for Will Ferrell.
For Will Ferrell?
Yeah, because his Bush was just so good.
Yeah, his Bush was so good.
His George W.
His George W. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Who do we have? Oh, we're still at Ardune.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I'm not saying anything either way because I don't want to get into this fucking argument.
I don't know what we're arguing about.
Oh, some people hate it now because of the vaccines. I'm like, she didn't fucking make you whatever. Get over it, dick.
Yeah, like, and now it's just a bloody cold now.
Oh, yeah.
But it was all doom and gloom because I remember when I got it, I'm like, well, it was a good run.
Yeah, it was fun, boys.
It's been a journey.
Ate some food, got some pussy.
But like, what's it called after COVID? When you get, is it long COVID?
Yeah, long COVID. That's
Because I've got like random symptoms that I've never had before.
That could be it. Yeah,
before I had
be.
COVID that I have now. I was talking to another Comedy Hub alumni, Maggie.
Oh yeah,
She's got like the same like long COVID. That's what it's called, eh?
yeah.
Because anything to do with the immune system, you just have no idea how to diagnose it.
No.
It's fucked, and I've already got a fucked immune system. So my thing is just let's just add it to the fucking pile.
That's it. Just another day.
Add it to the pile. Speaking of, I don't know. I was about to say speaking of pile, and then segue into KFC.
Oh, okay.
But we need.
Sorry, before we go to KFC, was there any other words you don't like?
Flannel. I don't like I'm just gonna say them, but I don't like saying them.
Okay, go for it.
I don't like, for whatever reason, the word fart.
Okay.
I just
It's not your thing.
just the sound of it, like
Fart.
yeah. It's just,
I get it.
but I don't like the word flannel.
Yeah.
I don't like the word queef.
Okay.
I think what happened was I think it was at high school. I saw a queef video that traumatized me. Speaking of flaps were waving, like it was just very audible.
Yeah.
It was audible.
What, did they queef into a flannel or something?
Like, because first of all, like who puts a camera up to a vagina like that?
Yeah.
Some of the vaginas
I'm sorry. So this wasn't in like home ec. This was like a viral video or something.
It was
like
at home egg. Like,
I don't know. You have like sexy.
Miss Kumar didn't get her fucking flaps out. Okay, today.
Okay.
I show you how a real bitch queefs. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it was 3 minutes long. Changed tones twice.
Yeah, it was like. What are those?
Sound like Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah. What are those birds with the big albatross?
Yeah.
With how they're all kind of, I don't know, like some of the vaginas like looked like turkey necks, but the sound that came out of them was just like foghorn shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, I've never made a girl like, you ain't made a girl foghorn before. Shit, nigga, you ain't hitting it right. I know I'm hitting it right with she moist like and foghorning.
I'm pounding away and she's like,
Imagine that you had a flatmate that makes girls foghorn like about 20 minutes deep, like, yeah. And you just hear him like, you hear us done, brother? You hear, and she starts screaming like, what the fuck's going on with my pussy? Bitch, you just got foghorned. You should open that long dick. Pussy looking like an albatross right now. Oh, queef. Oh, that's cute. Come at me when she foghorns. Like foghorns. Jesus Lord. Oh man, she would need to have wide fronts because that's a gaping.
gross.
Those you set the tone with the word flaps earlier.
Okay. Should we move to KFC?
But I don't like the word flannel.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I should have stopped there really.
You really should have.
But we just coined a new term.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever made a bitch foghorn before? No, I don't believe I have.
I'm going to go to work on Monday and just like in our team meet.
Yeah.
How's your weekend? It's good. It's real good. Yeah. What'd you do? Made Jen foghorn.
Yeah. See, the problem is, boy, there's not enough foreplay, you see. Foreplay gets some more moist like and foghorn it.
Do you know what? Sorry.
Foghorning.
Foghorn it. Before we go to KFC, the word I hate is marijuana.
Marijuana.
I hate when people call it marijuana. Are you buying that marijuana? I'm like,
yeah, the wacky backy, the devil's lettuce.
Call it a joint, mate. Like,
yeah, let's call it weed.
It's
weed fucking weed. One term that never really crossed over to New Zealand is pot.
No, I've heard heaps of people say pot.
It just sounds weird.
Yeah,
I don't know where that.
Because you grow it in a pot plant. Inside, like under the things. Hydroponics.
Yeah, switched on Gardner.
Yeah.
There was always those late night ads.
Yeah.
I used to switch between that and TV4. Remember TV4 back in the day?
Yeah.
With the adult
C4.
with the adult classifieds.
Yeah. And there was one that always came on that pissed me off. It was Jeff Hardy's music.
Really?
Like,
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, what?
Come on, callers, join the party. Oh, 940, 40, 40.
And it would all be dudes you called and be like, hello? And we just get,
Hey.
hello?
I got my hand on my cock right now. Like, no. Oh, that was like chat roulette. Remember chat roulette?
I think I did it once.
I did it once, and it's just a bunch of dudes jerking off. And you're like, you know what? Nah.
You're
I'm
like,
good.
keep going.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
You start instead of like getting turned on, like it's like, what kind of technique is that? An overhand hammer lock?
I like how you're doing the twist.
What do you use for lube there? What is that? Is that okay?
Mayonnaise. Never seen that before.
Canola oil.
What do you make a sandwich after?
Yeah, waste not, want not, boy. I use the butter from my popcorn. That's how I get my. That's how I foghorn.
I use full fat cream, and afterwards it's butter. I go make me some toast.
Yeah, I just good old fashioned spit shine. Hey, who's that? Foghorn. It's not the exact name, but in Looney Tunes.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Is that the?
Yeah,
say boy. I say boy.
Yeah. The big chicken.
Yeah, the big chicken. Was it? What was his name?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn. Man, like, I don't think there was there was no such thing as consent back in the days.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew will tell you all about
Exactly. I was actually watching it while I was house sitting on your couch.
Yeah.
And my daughter came around, and we put on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And Wacky Races came on.
Oh,
which
brilliant.
blew my mind. I'm like, man, I was trying to tell my daughter, see, back in my day, Cartoon Network was only on between 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Orange. She's like, huh? I'm like, it wasn't on all day.
Yeah.
Like, and then Pepe Le Pew, like, man, no consent. He just goes, oh, baby, like,
Yeah.
first of all, you're a skunk, you're a cat,
Yeah.
right? And he's just like, he just pins her down, just pashes away, and she's screaming to get away, and she gets away, and the whole episode is just him running after her, pinning her down, and pashing her.
That's why Pepe Le Pew got into trouble a few years ago. Remember, it was all in the news.
Did he get incarcerated?
No, they were like, this shouldn't be shown on TV anymore.
Oh.
Because he's such a rapist.
Johnny Bravo still, hurry mama.
Hurry mama.
And you look at his 60 bars.
Oh, fuck, that was a good show.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. And it's not until you watch something like Ren and Stimpy that you realise, like, we came from a fucked time, because Ren and Stimpy was on prime time.
I was talking about someone just the other day. I was talking about this with someone.
It's a fucked up cartoon.
And I was like, I couldn't. I was thinking about it. I was like, they should be on like 6:30 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Or,
it was actually on at like 5:30.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember
right on
being,
Sunday roasts, like when just as the fucking roast was coming out to the table. And like the TV would be playing in the background sort of thing. And it's just like hey, Ran, I'm getting angry. And it would just be like all these like zoom, like close-ups of like zits. And then they'll have these little cutaway cartoons like Mr. Toastman.
Yes.
And he'll be flying, and while he's flying, you got to hold on to his ass cheeks.
That's right.
And it's like, that was like good. That was considered good viewing back then.
Do you know what I still sing when I'm walking around the house? It's log. It's log.
Yeah, like
I still walk around the house singing that sometimes. It comes to my head, and I'm just like, it's better than good. It's log.
But this is why, like, I don't know.
It's better than bad. It's good.
When I first became single, like, I was quite aggressive because of Pepe Le Pew and Johnny Bravo. That's
shaped your world.
Yeah, that's how I perceived hitting on girls. Like, hey, mama. And I would hold them down and pash them.
Paint white things on their back.
Yeah, but apparently that's not the way to do it.
No.
You got to ask them first, can I chase you and hold you down and pash you? And they're like, no. And you're like, I speak French.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But that's not how you do it.
No.
That's not how you do it.
Consent is everything.
Consent is everything.
Yeah.
But how far does that consent go? Like,
all the way.
Does it have to be like, do you have to get a signed
affidavit?
An affidavit before we have a coitus.
Yeah, just get
like,
you
also, the second page, do you consent to foghorning? Because you will You'll be shocked at first.
Yeah. I think you're a boat in the night.
And you're like, why does it sound like a didgeridoo at my pussy? Maybe you should see a doctor about that.
Wow, wow.
See, that's foreplay. Say, boy, say, boy. Say, boy. He's a big chicken. Segueing back into KFC.
Yeah,
now
KFC. I've been wanting to get. As soon as you said that, I was like, "Let's do this."
we need we need to get those buckets of wicked
Well,
wings.
we could, or we could make them.
Yeah, I remember you. So that was about a week ago.
Yeah,
And you were like, we're making wicked wings.
I did. I made.
And
wicked
you were
wings.
telling me you said they weren't spicy enough.
Not
but when you
nearly.
told me the original recipe, I'm like, that sounds like way too much spice. And you're like, right, that's what I thought. But turns out it
wasn't enough.
Because what was in the fucking recipe?
So the one I saw was we talked about this on the show, and the dude put half a cup of sriracha in
Half a cup.
to the buttermilk, and then like a tablespoon or two of chili, of various chilies. One was cayenne, one was just straight chili.
Half a cup of sriracha.
Yeah, so I didn't even have that much sriracha, so I kind of put like 2 tablespoons.
I would have looked at that and be like, yeah, half a cup?
Yeah, because I was like, holy shit. So I put that in. I put what I had in, which was probably about 1 or 2 tablespoons. And I put in about a tablespoon of pepper.
You'd think a couple of tablespoons of sriracha would suffice.
No, it wasn't enough. And it wasn't even a lot of buttermilk that I used. I didn't use a lot. Then I put some more chili into the flour when I like crumbed it. And it still was like, this needs more.
The recipe you used, was it like, was it boasting to being like a KFC?
No, they weren't boasting. They were just like homemade, what are they called? Wicked wings. We're going to make homemade wicked wings. They never said this was an exact, like taste for taste. But when I ate it, I was like, this tastes amazing.
Yeah?
It was real good. And I realized that the buttermilk really makes a difference.
Right, compared
Like,
to...
Nothing. Compared to just what I would normally do, which is just crumb.
What the
or
fuck is
flour chicken.
buttermilk, by the way? We had buttermilk pancakes the other day.
Curdled milk? Not curdled, like you put vinegar or lemon. You put acid, an acidic thing.
I thought it'd be like, it's quite creamy milk.
Yeah, it's quite thick.
Grey top.
Yeah, it's real thick.
You smell
and
the
so,
cow.
yeah, I did 2 cups of milk and 2 tablespoons of vinegar and mixed it. And then I added all the spices and stuff in.
What did you have on the side? Did you have y'all have potato and gravy?
No, we didn't want to do the whole KFC remake thing. I actually can't remember what we had on the side, to be honest. Probably some veggies.
Oh yeah, you got like kids to feed. Like you got to do the whole.
Well, I like
healthy-
vegetables.
Yeah, I love vegetables.
These people who are like, the other day I had some broccoli and fuck me, was it nice.
To this day, it's
I
my
know why
daughter's
it was so
favourite
nice.
food. Eh?
Broccoli.
Yeah, she loved.
I like good
she's
broccoli.
a little baby, man. She loved.
Yeah. We had satay the other day with broccoli and chicken and shit. But like the satay sauce on the broccoli was like, it's like God was coming in my mouth.
Wow,
It was that good.
that was really.
That was a taste of creation.
Yeah, but
It
you
was
ruined it by.
foghorning my face.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing to it. I was like,
yeah. Like God, it doesn't work when you blow your load in my mouth and you're just making the sounds of your mouth. He's just like standing above you, like, all right.
And afterwards, God was like, I'm not gay or anything. I just want you to
No,
know
yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
like, sure,
I'm not
gay.
gay. I'm not gay because I'm not the one with the dick in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm sucking your dick. God.
How come you made me bang
Yeah.
your ass before this then?
So yeah, but that's not gay because I'm not the one doing it.
Yeah.
I'm receiving it. Like that's. I was about to say the F word. I said that on stage not
What,
too
flaps?
long ago. No, like starts in Eve, ends in rhymes with maggot. You just can't say.
Oh,
it.
okay.
I said that on stage not too long ago because, I was at home with my daughter and like I was saying it over and over again because you can't say that on stage, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to, because there's certain things that, I mean, I'm just going to say, I'm not proud of saying, there's certain, as time goes on, there's certain words that growing up was the norm to say,
Yes.
but you can't say them because sometimes I'll say certain words and amongst our comedy friends,
Yeah.
and one or two of them are like, oh, dude, can you not say that? And
Yeah.
I apologize. Like, because if it's actually like offending people, That's
Yeah.
not cool. Like, I don't want to. I'm not here to offend, but like, it's kind of like growing up with these words. It's hard not to say them. Like,
I agree, yeah.
but it's like you got to try and because that F word is like cunt in America.
Yeah.
It's really crass. Like people really.
I think it's like that everywhere, though.
But it never used to be that.
Maybe not like Palestine, but
Not in Palestine.
I don't know. They have different morals.
No, it's a soft T. I believe it's a soft T.
Yeah.
Fago. Fago.
Fogoli.
But at the end of the day, I got to say, bro, that since house sitting, I can see that the chocolate bar drawer is still empty, the fizzy drink fridge still empty. That is all me.
Well, the money to replenish that went on to this.
Yeah,
unit.
before the washing machine.
Yeah.
So that I don't know how you got that past Jen.
It was her idea. I wasn't going to buy it. And she's like, buy it.
It's probably because you got 4 new puppies inside that she's all
That's
like
true.
goo gaga.
Oh, and my jury duty money came through.
I've never done jury duty ever in my life.
Yeah, it pays, but I only had to go for one day, so I only got $68.
Yeah, you want a Mark Lundy kind of case. It drags out.
Yeah.
Wait, so one day was $68?
Yeah.
Oh, when you do the math, it's kind of like.
It was $60 for the day plus gas.
Do you still get like? Because honestly, I've never done jury duty. Like, do you get paid from work, like a bereavement day sort of thing, like a?
Well, different employers do different things. Mine was like, well, no, you're still getting paid.
What if like you are in a case that's going to take a while? Like, are you in for the long haul? Can you like exclude yourself? Like,
I know there's some sort of rule, I believe, that they can't fire you from your job because of this.
nah, because it's not by choice.
Yeah. But they don't have to pay you.
The fact that I've never done jury duty before, is it because I have criminal convictions?
Maybe.
Because I've never done it. Maybe I just want to be included.
It's not that fun.
Yeah, no, I've seen enough courtrooms.
Yeah.
To be fair,
It was literally.
It would
so
be fun to be
fucking
on that side.
It would be very interesting. But I couldn't do the case either way. I didn't
You knew
get
the
picked.
person?
Yeah, I knew everyone involved in the end. So I mean, so what it is, they get like 30 people, and then they pick 12 of you. But even if they said my name, I would have to excuse myself because I was like, I know who that is.
It's a good way to catch up with long lost relatives. Just go to the courthouse. Hey,
Yeah.
Guz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was people I consider family too.
So you can't be involved.
No.
Yeah, I've never.
Although if I was picked, I was kind of tempted to lie and be like, I don't know them, just so I could be like guilty.
I'm considered. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Oh fuck.
What?
Well, I'm never going to legally drive again.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker needs to get around. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sick of being that guy that's like, got a ride.
Yeah.
You know, got the drop-offs.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know.
I still think you get a scooter.
Yeah, because that's a loophole.
Yeah.
Because those motherfuckers can fly.
Fucking haul ass, those things.
And they go just as fast as a moped.
Yeah.
But if I get a moped, I'm breaking the law.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I get a scooter, which goes just as fast with all-terrain wheels, you know, like, what are they going to do? I probably won't go on the footpath.
Well, you're probably better on the footpath.
No, I'd be better on the road. I walk, like, at night, honestly, I walk on, like, the road.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because, like, the footpath is jet black. I can't
fair enough.
see a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, at least there's lines on the road and shit.
Do you know what? The writing was on the wall when I decided to play chicken with that train.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the week before, no word of a lie, I was driving just out of my house, like there's that street that connects mine to Tremaine Ave.
Yeah.
And there was a road cone right in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I didn't see it till the last second.
Oh, really?
How the fuck do you not see a road cone?
I mean, sometimes I do that too.
Oh, really? That makes
But
you
I'm
feel better.
usually
Is it
texting.
covered in... I can't believe I played chicken with a
I'm
train.
usually like on my phone and be like, baby, I'm going to foghorn you tonight.
That could be one of our sound effects.
Yeah.
But just, oh yeah, how's the mental health, by the way?
Good. Good. A few little
It's going to be
hiccups
very,
along
it's
the
going to
way.
be very brief because how long have you been going?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's, I feel like we should try and keep it to an hour.
Yeah, well, we've blown that one out of the water.
Well, we've got new toys.
Yeah, I know. How's my mental health been? Let me think. Good, but with blotches.
Yeah.
You know,
Patches of
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for the most part.
That's good to hear.
A few days of like roughage. Do you know what I mean? Like a few rough days of stuff.
Yeah, we briefly spoke about it before the last open mic night last Thursday.
Yeah.
Where you put it on yourself. When it was just a passing joke from one of your workmates, like, oh, I'm going to jump up on the open mic night stage tonight. Oh, you better be funny, and you just got in your head.
Oh, that pissed me off. Yeah.
Yeah, you got in your head like...
She came up when I saw her next, which was Monday. She was like, it was very funny. I was like...
Oh, was she there? Did workmates there?
Yeah, that's who said you better be funny because she was coming. And it got on my head.
Yeah. You got
and I was also doing all new material.
And it was all new material. And like we said earlier, you just don't know if it's going to be funny
No,
or not.
and one of the jokes I hadn't even written. I was just a premise. I went on stage with a premise.
Yeah.
And I had to make the
Seasoned
fucking
vet.
joke. But so that was rough. And then doing Pete's show was a pickup because that was like so.
That was so much fun, man.
And then I sort of crashed the next day a wee bit. But that was also sort of like the post show. Do you ever get post show blues?
Oh, dude! 1 minute you're at a packed out, say like gig,
Yeah,
you know, and then after the gig, it's all smiles and fun with your mates.
yeah,
And then 10 minutes later, you're like, for me, because you know, like when I get home, next thing you know, I'm like, so let's say 20 minutes later from that environment, atmosphere. Now I'm in my room and it's dead silent.
yeah.
It's a hell of a. It's very black and white. Like it's contrasting in atmospheres, and I have to, like, I find music is everything to me. Like my headphones are always on.
Yeah.
But that's Is that, I don't know if you call it the blues. I guess so. Like I sort of look back at the night with like fondness, like, oh, that was awesome, that was fun.
Yeah.
But it's like 1 minute it's like you're getting applause, you're getting high fives and well done's and congrats, and then followed straight by you're with your mates. We're always having giggles and laughs afterwards.
Yeah.
But then and then you drive home and now I'm in my room and
over.
it's dead silent.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
So mine is similar, but it's usually not when I get home. It's the next day.
Is that right?
So when I get home, I'm usually not bad because I normally come home and have something to eat, and Jen wants to know all about the show and all that. You know what I mean? So I kind of relive it a bit.
You get it the next day.
But the next day I usually get it. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never been able to work out why, but yeah, the next day is usually a bit rough.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Just something.
Is the blues more that feeling of that down feeling?
Yeah.
Is it a heavier feeling the bigger the show, or is it sort of irrelevant?
Yeah, often. Like that's what I mean. Like the day after like that open mic, I was okay, but then after Pete's show, I should say Tommy's show. After Tommy's show was a bit harder. Like the next Saturday, it was Saturday. And I ended up coming down with a migraine because of it. And then so...
Is that right?
Yeah.
That was a hell of a show, though.
It was a great show. But yeah, because of how I was feeling, like often when I'm really depressed, I get a migraine along with it. So it makes life worse. And then so I end up... But like... Because you that night were doing Raw Quest. That night, right? The night after Pete's.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. That's right.
So...
Back to back.
Because I had invited Kieran over to watch rugby, and I was going to invite you as well, but I was like, oh no, he's got Raw, so I was like, oh, just leave him, let him be. And then I was like, I can't be like this when Kieran comes over, because Kieran's like you, he'll take one look at me and be like, something's wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we've known each other our whole lives, so he'll be like, you're off. And even then, I do think he got a sense of it, because he was like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I got a headache.
The fact that he asked, are you all right? Like, because that's not a question that's asked lightly.
No.
Amongst mates.
Yeah, and he's one of the mates who would always be like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can talk to me and all that sort of shit. And I do. I talk to him a lot. But even he was like, are you all right? I was like, I had a migraine. And, so I ended up having to go have a sleep because of it. And that made me feel heaps like I came out of that way better.
Yeah, because I after Tommy's gig,
yeah,
like you actually, because I already told you I think I told you I wasn't feeling well
Yeah.
that week, and then because you saw me outside,
Yeah.
and
Well,
like I was not doing well.
no, because when that show finished, we all kind of went back into the bar type area.
Yeah.
And I saw you there for a minute talking to someone, and then you're gone. And so, like, I was talking to Nathan, blah blah blah, and I kept looking for you because I was like, I hope he hasn't like left. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, and if he's left, I wonder how he's getting home. And then so I started I kept looking for you. You know what I mean? Like, just in case. And then I was always like, in the back of my mind, I'm always like, oh fuck, what if he's like, because Pete's place is massive, right?
It's a big place.
Yeah, like I actually went and saw bits I've never seen before, and it just fucking keeps going.
An indoor fucking haunted maze.
Yeah, and he's also got like what you see, and then you go through a door, and he's got like a whole house.
And I didn't know that motherfucker lived there.
I know, that's what I mean. You go through, and there's a house.
I'm like, do you
there.
fucking live here, Pete? He's like, yeah, I fucking live here.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Shit.
So I was like, oh fuck, what if he's gone somewhere? He's gone to atrophy or something. So I'm always kind of like, where's Kels? And then when I saw you outside having a smoke, and then you didn't come in, I was like, oh, something's up. Because normally you would finish and like come straight in.
Yeah,
but
like,
you didn't. So I'm like, oh, fuck.
Bad pun, but like it's a smoke screen. Like the smoking, like I didn't want to be outside.
Yeah.
But I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, what do I was just hoping it'll die. And then you came outside, you're like, we're going.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to walk with me.
As soon as I spotted you outside, I could see your face. I'm like, nah. So I said to everyone, I'm going to go. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. And be like, oh my God, Kels. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, thanks for that. Yeah. like,
so
I felt bad because I didn't, during the gratuities goodbye, but then it's like, no, the people that know me know. Yeah, exactly. But then I caught, like, apparently everyone left shortly after anyway.
People were leaving. So it was no biggie. So I was like, because at first I said to Morgan, have you seen Kels? And he's like, no. And he was even looking around a bit. And because when you're inside, like, because it's so bright in there and so dark outside, it's actually hard to see out. Yeah. Like, because of the reflection of the light.
And once Jamie and his friends left, there's no other smokers. So it was, it was a nice reprieve from, because the people that know my health, but then the ones that don't, then they're like, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong? I don't want those conversations. Yeah, I don't want that shit. That, and for those who are wondering what's Pete's place. So a guy, his name's Pete. He is an avid comedy follower. He goes to every gig, and what he went and done is he went and bought a mechanics. Like, he gutted it all out.
Yeah, like a huge workshop.
A huge fucking workshop. And you walk in, there's a bar, there's a living area, whatnot, and then you go down this corridor, there's a couple of bedrooms, and then it opens up, and there's this massive haunted maze.
Yeah. And
it's professionally done.
Yeah.
And then you go down and you turn to the left, and then there's this big, there's a stage with a big, a mini, a car, coming from the roof. Yeah. And there's a big seated area where he has these private gigs. Yeah. And what blew me away was that fucking the 16-foot high The Mummy poster.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've always wanted a 14-foot high Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
And that's where we had Tommy's farewell.
Yeah.
And it's right next to Save Mart.
Yeah.
And I thought it was
the bingo place or housey.
Yeah, and I thought it was just his man cave. And when he's like, "Oh, fucking Kels, I'll give you the fucking tour."
Yeah.
And I'm all right. He's like, "Yeah, now come upstairs." I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "What's up here?" He's like, "Yeah, well, fuck, you got to sleep somewhere." And then I'm like, bedroom. I'm like, "Wait, you live here?"
Yeah.
As well? He's like, "Fucking oats."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck, okay."
He's a bit eccentric, but I love him.
Oh, he's a great dude.
He's a great dude.
So that's where we had our and then the next night was Raw.
Yeah. So so when I left, I was like, I could see it in your face. I was like, let's go.
That's what and this all comes back to the start of doing this podcast, is the whole, for 20 years I hid everything.
Yeah.
But that's the wrong way to, anyone who's listening, don't hide any, because the more people know around you, the more knowledge, the more understanding. Because the fact that I simply just told you I'm not doing very well.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a bit of pain, that was before the gig.
Yeah.
So then you already had the presence of mind, you're not doing well, it's not like you weren't, there was no small talk. You didn't come outside and was like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Blah, blah. You were simply like, we're going.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, thank you. Just walk with me.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Because I was going to bring the car up to you, but then you...
I was too stubborn for that.
Yeah. You're like, I can walk in a straight line. I was like, good
kind
enough.
of slowly, like I shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like a foghorn queef in my undies.
And then we got you home, which I was quite glad about because I was like, because you're saying like, oh, I'm a bit pins and needly.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too
like,
well.
I was like, oh, we got to get you laid out.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
take some meds.
Yeah, go lie down and have a rest.
Have a cup of tea and some cabin bread.
Yeah. Yum.
Put on some YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
And
hey, sorry, speaking of music, but I know we said we're going to end this, and we will, right after this bit. This is the last bit.
Look, motherfuckers, we have new toys.
Yeah, and we haven't seen each other for a few weeks now.
It feels like it's been
a minute. Yeah. Do you have particular songs for when you're feeling down? That hold on, actually, no. Let me ask you this a different way. When you got JK's Boo-Hoos, and I'm the same. I'm like, I listen to music a lot, and do you find when you're going to go put that music on, do you go for depressing songs to make you feel better, or do you go for happy songs?
No, and honestly, the genre changes depending on my mood.
Yeah.
But there's some go-tos that just like get me amped up.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 rock songs.
Yeah.
Cult of Personality, Living Colour.
Amazing. Oh, can I guess Coldplay? Yellow?
They are polar opposites. Look at the stars.
Is it AC/DC?
No.
Is it I'm just guessing shit it wouldn't be. Metallica?
Judas, Fuzzy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Fuzzy. Yeah.
And I love a bit of Metalingus too.
Oh, yeah?
It's like they're all 3 of them are wrestling thing, but I love that double kick.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but like it depends on the genre. But no, I don't have go-to song like, I've got the Boo-Hoos, put on my happy song, go to my happy place.
I just asked because I noticed the other day, I have a few go-to songs.
Do you ever gravitate towards songs when you're feeling down?
Yeah.
Is that right?
And they're not happy songs.
Doesn't that like
you'd think it would be like
bring you down more, like
sunshine, lollipops, and
like
no.
I don't know like what the song are, but like some like classic tearjerkers would be like say "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Fuck off. No.
Like or like for me, it would be Eric Clapton because of Dad.
Oh, that is.
Or
I don't have
Queen.
to be sad to cry to that song.
Like Bohemian Rhapsody, like because of Dad. Like some Elton John.
Yeah.
I can't think.
So I have a few. One of them is called 555, and that's by Jimmy Eat World, and that's about anxiety and depression. That's a really good song. But the other one is, it's really good. Honestly, it's a great song. The other one is the song called 3 Libras by Perfect Circle. That's an amazing song.
Okay.
It's real good.
Is this all on Spotify?
Yeah.
We should share each other's playlists.
Mine's all over. But those are the ones when I'm feeling down. Oh, and there's one more called Light Years by Pearl Jam.
By Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
No, like you can share each other's playlists because that'll be on like your
totally
on repeat playlist or whatever. Like
my favourites. And there's a few Beatles songs as well.
See, mine's predominantly pretty gangster shit.
Yeah, you're a pretty gangster guy.
I wouldn't go that far. I'm wearing a hoodie with red roses all over it. Not exactly.
That's actually can I just say that is a fucking cool hoodie.
I got it because of the red, because of Dad. Red roses.
Yeah, I actually think it's I wouldn't have guessed that, but I think it's fucking. When I saw you walking with it, I was like, "Fuck me, that's a cool hoodie."
Yeah, I like it. I all color coordinated actually. Eh?
Yeah.
I got OCD though. But yeah, I got it because of the red rose, because of Dad.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Little things that like. Actually, that's why I keep looking down at your hand, because Dad had the exact ring.
Oh, the black opal.
Yeah, and now that ended up being my brother's wedding ring.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah,
I picked this ring.
It goes that ring goes way back for me. That's why I keep looking at it, because
I picked this ring because my grandfather on my mum's side, he had a black opal wedding ring, and now my uncle has it. Yeah.
That has the exact ring as that. It just blows me away.
Yeah, except my grandfather's was thicker, and it had like it was engraved all the way around. It was really awesome.
It's on your ring finger, so that's your wedding ring?
That's my wedding ring, yeah.
Yeah, same as my brother.
Yeah. This is my third wedding ring.
Yeah, Your third, yeah.
I
The
keep
last,
losing them.
yeah, the last two wives keep losing them.
One of them was when I lost some weight and the ring didn't fit anymore.
Or did you lose some finger chub?
Yeah, and I lost a lot. And then this is when I was
When
working at
was this?
Staples.
Oh, yeah, because we
And,
worked at the same company in
yeah.
Auckland, eh?
So I was washing my hands
Really?
one day in paper towels, and then I was like, oh, it's gone. By the time I realised the trash was gone and everything.
Because what? So that's before you moved down to Palmy. So
Yeah.
what year was that?
I can't remember.
How much weight did you lose?
Oh, like 27 kilos, I think.
Rookie.
Fuck off.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I got to do it again. And then
No, I don't see me doing that again.
the other wedding ring I just didn't like. And then so this is the third one.
Oh, I thought you'd better talk about like third marriage.
No, just
That's
wedding
good.
rings. Jen's on her second set
that
of
right?
rings. Yeah, I went and bought her new ones not long ago.
I wonder if I'll ever get married.
I hope so.
Who knows?
Pretty brown girl. Never too late.
Hey, it doesn't have to be brown. She could be.
No,
Just love me back, mate.
No,
Just love me
the
back.
Set the doesn't matter.
Just love me back.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I love you. I sent you a message the other day saying I love you.
Yeah, no, those messages are, especially when you're in those horrible
Yeah.
bedridden times, they actually mean a lot, eh?
Well, I didn't say I love you. I sent a gif of
Yeah, it was
Dr. Evil.
Dr.
going,
Evil.
I love you.
Yeah,
You
that's how I took it
complete
though.
me.
I read through the lines.
Yeah. So yeah. Before you jump, we need a before you jump.
If you want to keep a woman happy, learn how to foghorn.
Learn how to foghorn.
Yeah, learn how to. What's Foghorn's last name?
Leghorn.
A leghorn.
I'm sure that was these are the leghorn or
Say boy,
leghorn.
say boy, I say boy.
Yeah.
A little bit of foreplay, see? A little foreplay is what you need, see?
Yeah. Very good.
But yeah, before you jump, don't be scared to play with new toys because it has been fun. And
It's
maybe
nice,
then
isn't it?
therein lies the foghorn.
Maybe.
Oh, you got the fucking outro too.
Yeah.